and welcome back to the English Master Channel. I'm Sarah.
And I'm Asadullah. Today, we are going to do something a little different, something inspiring.
We are going to talk about a man whose English is so powerful that people call him a walking dictionary.
Dr. Shashi Tharoor, a diplomat, an author, a politician, and a master of the English language.
But Asadullah, this is not just about fancy words.
What is it about then?
It is about a message he gave to the world in a speech called "The Future is Yours to Create."
That title alone gives me goosebumps.
Me too. Because the future is not something that happens to you. It is something you help create.
Wow, that is powerful.
Today, we are going to listen to Dr. Tharoor's wisdom, learn his secrets to beautiful English, and most importantly, apply it to our lives.
And by the end of this episode, you will not only understand big words, but you will feel ready to create your own future.
So, close your eyes for a second. Imagine 5 years from now. Who are you? What are you speaking? What have you built?
I see myself speaking English fluently on a stage. Maybe not as good as Tharoor, but confident.
That vision is your compass. And today, we start walking toward it.
Sarah, for those who don't know him, who is Shashi Tharoor?
He was born in London, but raised in India. He studied at one of the best schools in the world, the Fletcher School.
I read that he got a PhD at a very young age.
Yes, he finished his doctorate at 20 too. That is younger than most people finish their bachelor's.
Then, he joined the United Nations. He worked there for almost 30 years, rising to the level of Under-Secretary General.
After that, he became a member of Parliament in India and wrote more than 20 books.
So, he's a diplomat, an author, a politician, and a master of words.
Exactly. And in 2026, he gave a commencement speech at his old school, Fletcher.
A commencement speech. That is the speech given to graduating students.
Yes. And in that speech, he told them that the world is full of uncertainty, but that is not a reason to be afraid.
He said, "The future is not something that happens to you. It is something you help create."
That sentence is the heart of everything we will learn today.
Sarah, people always ask him, "How do you know so many words? Do you study the dictionary?"
He says, "No, I am not a nutcase who studies dictionaries all day."
So what is his secret?
He gave it to a student once, a student who asked him to teach a new word. And Dr. Tharoor said, "Read."
That's it? Just read?
Yes. Read, read, read. That is the only way he acquired his vocabulary.
Not memorizing flashcards, not doing grammar exercises, just reading.
Exactly. Because when you read, you see words in context. You see how they live, how they breathe, how they dance with other words.
You are painting a picture in your mind, not memorizing a list.
And that is the first bridge to speaking like Tharoor.
Okay, I will read more. But what should I read?
Anything you love. Novels, newspapers, articles about your hobbies. Just read. Every day. For 20 minutes.
Sarah, be honest. Some of Tharoor's words are terrifying.
They are. He once used the word flossinasinaihilapilification.
Can you even say that?
I can try. It means treating something as completely worthless.
Why would anyone use such a long word?
Because sometimes the feeling of worthlessness is so big that you need a big word to carry it.
So words are not just sounds. They are containers for feelings.
That is beautifully said, Asadullah.
But Sarah, I cannot use words like that tomorrow. People will think I am crazy.
You do not need to. Tharoor himself said, "I use the best words for the idea I want to convey, not the most obscure ones."
So, Use words that fit your message, not words that show off.
Exactly. That is the real secret. Clarity, not complexity. Purpose, not performance.
Okay, I want to try using some of these words, but I'm afraid of making mistakes.
That is why we have the Mistake Lab.
Oh no!
Mistake number 1, using a big word incorrectly. You want to sound smart, but you sound confused.
Example?
Imagine you say, my breakfast was a flossinacina hilipilification. No, breakfast cannot be worthless in that way.
So, what is the fix?
Always check the meaning before you use a word. Use a dictionary app. Read example sentences. Be sure.
Okay. Mistake number 2?
Overusing big words. You use them in every sentence. And people get tired.
Like putting too much spice in food.
Exactly. The fix is use one interesting word per paragraph. Let it shine. The rest of your words should be simple and clear.
Mistake number 3?
Mispronouncing the word. You read it perfectly, but when you speak, it comes out wrong.
That has happened to me so many times.
Fix. Listen to the pronunciation online. Shadow it. Say it 10 times. Teach your mouth the dance.
The Mistake Lab is officially closed, and I feel much better. Sarah, in his speech, Dr. Tharoor talked about success. What did he say?
He said, the world will give you ready-made metrics for success. Titles, salaries, medals.
But
But those are external validations. They can never fully fulfill you.
so what should we chase?
Purpose. Ask yourself, what problems do I want to solve? What impact do I want to have?
A career built on accumulation may impress others, but a career built on purpose will sustain you.
That is exactly what he said. And that is the bridge between learning English and living English.
I am not just learning words, I am learning to express my purpose.
And that, Asadullah, is what makes a speaker truly powerful.
Okay, I am ready to learn some Tharoor words. But please, not the 17-syllable ones.
Deal. Here are 5 beautiful words that are actually usable.
Number 1?
Exasperating. It means extremely annoying and frustrating. Say it with me. Exasperating.
Exasperating.
Example. Waiting for the bus in the rain is exasperating.
I love that. Number 2?
Farrago. It means a confused mixture. A messy jumble.
Farrago.
Example. His explanation was a farrago of unrelated ideas.
I can use that in meetings.
Number 3. Onerous. It means burdensome, difficult, heavy.
Onerous.
Example. The new tax rules are so onerous, nobody understands them.
Number 4?
Perspicacious. It means mentally sharp, insightful.
Perspicacious.
Example. Her perspicacious comments saved the project.
I want to be perspicacious. Last one.
Lugubrious. It means looking or sounding sad and dismal.
Lugubrious.
Example. After the team lost, the locker room was lugubrious.
5 words. I can learn 5 words.
You can. And when you use them, you will sound not just smarter, but more precise.
Sarah, what is the one sentence I should remember from this entire episode?
The golden sentence from Dr. Tharoor himself. Repeat after me. The future is not something that happens to you. It is something you help create.
The future is not something that happens to you. It is something you help create.
One more time.
The future is not something that happens to you. It is something you help create.
Now, here is your challenge. The 7-Day Future Creator Challenge.
Nan. What do I do?
Every day for 7 days. Do 3 things.
Only 3?
Yes. 1. Read 1 page of an English book. Any book. 2. Learn 1 new word from Tharoor's list. 3. Write 1 sentence about your future. In 5 years I will be.
That is only 10 minutes a day.
Exactly. After 7 days, you will have read 7 pages, learned 7 words, and written 7 visions of your future.
And my English will be stronger.
And your spirit will be stronger. Because you are not just learning English. You are building your future. Before we finish, let's review the key words from today. Repeat after me.
Exasperating, extremely annoying, and frustrating. Example. Waiting for the bus in the rain is exasperating. Repeat. Exasperating.
Farrago. A confused mixture. Example. His explanation was a farrago of unrelated ideas. Repeat. Farrago.
Onerous, burdensome, difficult. Example. The new tax rules are onerous. Repeat. Onerous.
Perspicacious. Mentally sharp. Insightful. Example. Her perspicacious comments saved the project. Repeat. Perspicacious.
Lugubrious, looking or sounding sad. Example. The locker room was lugubrious after the loss. Repeat. Lugubrious.
Commencement. A graduation ceremony. Example. Dr. Tharoor spoke at the commencement. Repeat. Commencement.
External validation. Approval from outside yourself. Example. Titles and salaries are external validations. Repeat. External validation.
Great job. These words will help you speak more precisely and more powerfully.
So there you have it. The only conversation you need to start creating your future.
You learned about Dr. Shashi Tharoor, his love for reading, his beautiful vocabulary, and his message of purpose.
You learned that big words are not for showing off. They are for expressing precise feelings.
And you learned that the future is not a train you wait for. It is a building you construct.
Every word you learn is a brick. Every sentence you speak is a wall. Every day you practice is a floor.
And one day, you will look back and see the mansion you have built.
If this episode inspired you, please give it a huge like, share it with a friend, and subscribe.
And tell us in the comments, what is your future? What will you create?
We read every single comment. Your dreams inspire us.
Now go, read 1 page, learn 1 word, write 1 sentence.
And remember, the future is yours to create. Bye for now.
Bye for now.